Okay, so my jacket came in the mail. First of all, my jacket went on sale. The Dickie Eisenhower that is lined for winter. Uh, we'll get into this more clearly in another video later on. I just threw on some stuff to test it out. It's a size small. It seems to work, which is crazy. My magic tie, which goes with everything. I think I would normally wear a black tie with this. Today we're hanging the advent calendar. So if you had any questions about that, but first we have to get rid of all this stuff. This shirt is not my favorite. I was looking at my shirts. None of them work. We will talk about that in a future episode. We have to get ready for Christmas. Today was kind of a test video. I put all this stuff on just to test what different shirts looked like with the jacket. The jacket actually has a stain on it. It has this white glue stain on it that I can't unsee. So I did order a replacement, which is, I don't know when it's going to come. I just ordered that jacket yesterday and it showed up. I don't even have Prime or anything, and it came the next day, which I love. I didn't pay for extra shipping or anything, and it worked. We're going to get some use out of our Dickie pants. So we like this outfit, so this is what we're going to wear today, because it is kind of cool in here. I've got my heaters all blocked so that horrible smells don't come up through them. But here we go. Here is what we do with the advent calendar. So did I say that I did it. Today was kind of a test today for me to see what it would be like to do vlogmas on 3 YouTube channels. It's 5 or 6 o'clock right now. So not cool. This is my 3rd video today. It's 5 o'clock. I need to eat dinner. I think my rice cooker just stopped boiling. It's broken. I think I have to buy another one, which I boil water in. Okay, so here's what happens. We have this bag, I give you filled with goodies, and what I do is I hang a clothesline. We did this last year, but maybe you weren't around last year. And I have a few of my favorite things. I think we're going to test out using old-fashioned clothespins this year to make it even more authentically old-fashioned. I don't know why I'm saying authentic. I made this up myself, but somebody must have done this. This is like something you would see on Pinterest, but I've never seen it before. So I take my paper bag, brown paper parcels tied up with string. This is the extent. Now, will this work? So we just take random. I go like this. Yeah, it's working. So it's the spring. I love spring. I love clothespins anyway. It's made of metal and wood, natural things, beautiful. Last year, this is what I used. This is actually, I hope I even have 24 of these. I'm such a bad. And then what I do is I take a pine cone and I hang it over the clothespin. It looks like this, and it looks so cute, so old-fashioned, matches. We got the little piece of string just dangling down. That's my Christmas. We don't need any color. Look, we've got the leftover ones hanging here. These were all used last year. The clothespins are not new, but I used different clothespins last year, but I had them, and the pine cone and the string, and I had it in the recycling. I had it in the donation room. I have a donation room. So I have 24 of these bags. I have them in 2 boxes. I think I put the stuff. I don't really remember how or when I put the stuff. Well, I kind of remember how and when, but it fits so nicely in these 2 boxes. I think I did it randomly, but just in case I didn't do it randomly, I'm going to take them randomly out of the packages and string them up. I wasn't counting on. Oh, here. Well, you got to see that. I wasn't counting on having to shuffle things around, but some of them are going to be fuller than other ones. I don't want to peek. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what's in each bag. But it's very important to me that I close the seams on the seams. This might not be as fun and easy as I thought it would be because of some of them are going to be easier than others without you seeing. Oh, I don't know. This is one of the ones that are my favorite because it's got one of my favorite things in it. Well, I can tell you that right now. So, figs are so old-fashioned Christmas, but there were no figs at the dollar store, and I had to settle for raisins. But I'm okay with that. The raisin is just as sweet as a fig. Dried fruit, very Christmassy. How do you feel about what do you call it? Christmas cake? Oh no, something's. Oh, the raisins are wider than the paper bag. Okay. How do you feel about figgy pudding? How do you feel about? I bet you most people haven't had figgy pudding. How do you feel about Christmas cake in general? I love it. So I'm going to hang another one here. Going to put in the clothespin. Now I'm worried about the clothespin breaking. Well, my rice cooker's boiling, so it's working. Okay, so then I have my bin of pine cones, and I'm just going to take one and hang it on there. Maybe I'll make other adjustments to it later. Where can I get a good angle? I don't know why I do it that way, because it's like, so you can see, I put them all on the same string. There's all these strings, so we're gonna go like that. All right, so I guess I can talk to you like this. I don't know. What am I gonna say? Like, what should we talk about today while I do this? Okay, so I guess I can talk about the Eisenhower jacket, which went on sale. But I'm also doing this. You see how this groove is right there in the paper bag? I like that detail. If you're looking at it from the back. What I'm finding out is that these paper bags are not as big as, or I gave myself way too many treats in these bags. Clothespins, antique jar. Look, there's a chip in it. Wabi sabi. I guess I don't even mind that. Hang this one on here. I'll probably make adjustments to it. Did I say that already? The perfection in me. But we'll just hang it. Okay, so I think I do like the jacket. It went on sale for Boxing Day. How incredible is that? This is another one with very large stuff in it. I totally will forget by the end of December, or or 2 weeks in December. I think I'm having carrots and potatoes again for dinner, but it doesn't look like I'll be starting that until at least 6 o'clock. Maybe I won't do the whole thing. I might have to change these clothespins. I don't know if they're going to hold the bags on properly. Because I can't push them all down. I can't push them all down far enough. It does really look cute. I gotta do that 24 times. So yes, I did crazy videos today, like big elaborate holly videos. So for some reason I keep pulling the raisins. Are you gonna remember where the raisins are? There's only 6. So I don't know what's happening here. But I guess it is good to get them out of the way. Oh, and also I guess I won't be using these paper bags next year. I had other larger, thicker paper bags. And I thought about using them, but I liked that they weren't as craft color as these ones. So that's what I went with. Oh no. Something I also was going to do was I was going to make sure that I had vacuumed everything. I was going to vacuum up on top of the shelves and make sure that everything was super clean. But I think I'll just have to do that do it in patches periodically over the next month. It is something that I want to do. You can see how it's getting cuter and cuter. I guess it doesn't matter how I pull them out because I am just putting them randomly up on the string all over the place. And then I pull them down randomly. Got to be careful with the ones that you put above the bed because when I'm making the bed, I also have to be strategic about the ones that I put in the pathways because I don't want to be teabagging myself constantly. Speaking of tea bags, no, I won't spoil that. But we have, well, I think I did just kind of spoil it. But we have surprises for every day, and it does make me feel, it's kind of a gratitude kind of thing. Let's see, it'll depend on how long this takes. Where should I put you? This isn't supposed to be such a spastic video, but it's just how I guess I operate. Is that computer gonna fall or anything? No, this is probably a good angle. This is not safe, but I'm doing it anyway. What's this? What's this mess here? No, this is the peak of Snake Mountain. Is what's going on there. This is the light bulb for extra lighting. Here's the first lighter one. That's good. I hope there's 24 of these. They all have to match. That's a good place to put that one. Oh my God, it's like well, I guess it's just like hanging up your clothes. It's looking pretty cute. Let's see here. How are we for time? How long is this video? How long should this video be? Are you excited to see what's inside? You guess you won't know until, well, you could take a look at last year's advent calendar, but I guess you won't know until the 1st of December. And then I'll explain things more carefully. What I do know, what I can tell you, which I think I have repeated myself quite a bit saying, is that last year was the best Christmas I ever had, which didn't make any sense because it's the poorest, most horrible time of my life, but well, it wasn't so bad because I really did, and I really do appreciate the small things in life. I tried a new knot with the clothesline. I'm kind of worried about that not holding up. These might all collapse. The whole clothesline is like a back and forth. So if it comes undone, then everything is on the floor. Everything is a disaster. We haven't even. It's already looking super cute, and we haven't even gotten to half of them yet. They better not fall. They better not fall. I should be singing. Oh, I guess my voice is a bit hoarse. Because I've been talking for hours today in these videos. I didn't realize until now that this really is kind of like a gratitude advent calendar, which I do not want to be. I do not want. I'm trying to lose all spirituality, even the stuff that's like good spirituality, ones that doesn't have any like evil or stigma behind it. Even that I don't want anything to do with anymore, because I have been so spiritual and stuff, and I think that the bigger picture is more about there is no bigger picture. There is nothing behind anything. There is no connection. There's what you make of it is what there is, and that has a lot to do with gratitude. Now, if you've been watching any of my channels for any period of time, you will know that little things, it really is the little things for me. I've had expensive things in my life. I've had really cheap things in my life, and it seems to be, and even with art and anything, I always appreciate the stuff that I find at the dollar store. I think I did mention this in the last video, where I said or maybe I did that in a different channel. But I appreciate the children who have made these products from China. Which, it's sad that they're in those situations, but I worked when I was a kid, and I think I'm better for it. It's really about the conditions, and that is another thing to be grateful for, is that I was born in Canada, and I have it. There are really good things about being born in a third world country. You can see the happiness in people. You can see how happy. It's why I guess it's why I have no money. It's because I do see it as an evil. Well, no, that's the Hojo Mojo. That's the spiritual thing. That's what they tell you. You don't have any money because you don't welcome it into your life. You don't believe in it. I mean, to some extent that's true, but it's not a spiritual occurrence. It's because it was never that important to me until I couldn't just get by. So I was always just getting by. I'm the original slow liver. I'd eat liver. Look how cute it's looking. Again, I'm gonna have to adjust some better in my my walking area, but it's cute. All right. The thing about these is they're hanging here all Christmas, and you're constantly reminded that there are great things coming. And it looks good with just a few, and it looks good with all kinds of them. I'm really excited. I'm really happy about this. Another raisin pack. See this little circle indent? I'm grateful for that. I think that design, that simple. I think somebody probably patented the paper bag, and because the paper bag always has that little circle in there, and I guess it's so you can separate it easily. Like it's so hard. It's like a plastic bag from the grocery store that is impossible to separate. The ones with the raisins in them are so hard to do. I'm gonna fold this up. It reminds me of the simpler things in life. It reminds me of the pioneer way of life, which I like. My favorite time period is definitely the pioneer is like 1600s to 1800s, early 1900s. I guess that really is slow living. That is working on the farm and working for your food, putting in the labor. It's when, also, something that's very important to me that's quite controversial, it's when young people, when teenagers were responsible and they had to work and they had to be responsible. They were, I'm really getting controversial here. They're capable of having children. So with that comes responsibility. I think as much as we try to protect them with our age age of maturity laws and stuff, I think that children. We say that children grow up too fast, but they're not. They don't grow up fast enough, as far as I'm concerned. They're spoiled, which I know where it comes from. It comes from not being spoiled yourself. I guess that just goes to me. That gotta be annoying. Me being very grateful of what I went through and how I got here and who I became. I like myself. I like, yeah. That needs a pine cone. All right. Are we gonna do them all? I guess I always have something that I can say, and maybe I don't even have to say anything. Do you like my lanterns? I made a video about how I put the light bulbs in those, that I got them from the dollar store. Oh, that's something that I should talk about. I was noticing, I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers. I guess I can say favorite YouTubers. I shouldn't say that. Star, her name is. I don't know if you can look that up. Anyway, she was raised by hippie parents, and she's very she was a bad girl, and then she turned into a good girl, and she's very spiritual, but she was buying things that she wanted from thrift stores, which in the end, I mean, that is where I get all of my favorite things. But I do spend a lot of time at dollar stores and get things there too. I don't remember where I got these clothespins. I probably got them at a thrift store. I think they're more crafty than legitimate old-fashioned. Probably I could have gotten them at the dollar store, but she was buying things like nutcrackers, and I did feel a little bit guilty because my depending on the item, I have to say, when I was looking for a clothing rack, which I did find my antique clothing rack, but my first idea was to go to a thrift store. But a lot of the times when I'm buying like a utensil or something, it's easier for me to go to a dollar store, and I mean, that is really disposable, and that's not very good for the environment. And I mean, I don't know. I have mentioned that I'm at this point in my life where I'm kind of mad at Earth and people and everything. Little people. These are my favorite. These are some of my favorite things. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one because he's adorable, and he's got like a monster on his t-shirt. He's got a picture of me on his t-shirt. Whoa. I'm grateful that my computer hasn't been going black. I probably shouldn't have mentioned that. I'm grateful that all of the cardboard boxes are going to be out of this room after I finish those two. That I have been slowly dwindling down my possessions, but there's still a lot. Oh, this closet is actually filled with cardboard boxes. I really want to be able to access that window very easily, so I have to make it so I can clear out that space. That is very important to me. Something that's missing. That's called teabagging, if you're unfamiliar with it. Something I did want to mention was speaking of the dollar store, were these hats that I got from the Dollar Tree last year, and I don't understand what's going on with them. They're synthetic, they're not cotton or anything, but they're so vintage looking, and I loved the days that I pulled one of these out of the bag. Like, it felt so cool. But I don't have anything, well, I can't say I don't have anything like this in here, but in the future, like, if one day like all my there'd be organic socks and underwear in these bags, and I get a different pair of socks, and maybe they'd be in a different color. They'd all be neutral tones. Would they, or would I just choose the same one? I don't know. I'm really going down the route of, well, I've always been the route of a uniform, which is another video we have to make. Because I kind of have this uniform with, I don't know if that's applicable anymore. How can I explain this? Shirt, same sweater, same pair of pants, just with different patterns and stuff. But when it comes down to it, I'm just a white t-shirt and maybe a pair of Dickies. I don't like how the Dickies look with the boots that I have, and I have one pair of boots now, and I still have the sneakers that I had, so I have two pairs of flip-flops that now have holes in the soles of them, so I have to find replacements for them. I have one pair of sneakers that they're really worn out. I put them down in the front hall closet as like goodbye to them, just in case I needed them. But they're not. I just wear shorts with my boots, and I love that look anyway. I realized I didn't need them. If I was going to do it, no. You need boots. I keep forgetting I'm live in Canada, and the winters are coming. Even though it hasn't snowed here, it snowed in many parts of the United States and many parts of Canada, where I live too. Of course, Canada, because we're up north. You'd be surprised, because I mentioned this many times before. I do live in the most southern part of Canada and near the water, so that also changes. I live on the Great Lakes, so yeah, it's milder here, and it's been very mild, and I've been wearing my shorts outside and everything. Oh, I think I forget to put the pine cones on some of these things. I guess maybe I should have just hung the pine cones afterwards. Okay. Who knew this would be such a long video? Let me see what places are missing. Here we go. You can't see me. Do you wanna get a good look at it? We're doing the whole thing. I'm starving. We're having carrots and potatoes again. I think I said that today, because that's what we had yesterday. We've got carrots left over from Thanksgiving, so we're remaking Thanksgiving. It seems like it's going to take a while to cook, but I'll be able to upload this video in that time period while it's cooking. And I have to peel all the potatoes, which I don't like, but they're pretty messed up potatoes. So we need to put another pine cone on here. How many does it look like we have left to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. That's 1/4 of this. It's really easy to buy these things. I like to buy things in 6s. So I'll buy 6 of this one kind of thing, and I like it to be different. Like I mention all the time that I love variety. So like I'll buy six of the same thing, but like a different flavor or different, like this, all the same thing. I don't know how good these hats look. I think, it's when I put them on this sideways, they look good. There's something about, I noticed that how I like to wear a hat is, I guess we'll talk about this more in the upcoming fashion videos. I do like to wear hats like this. I mean, it's good to have the option. It looks good now. However, I've been letting my hair grow because I look like I'm on chemotherapy when it's a buzz cut, and it doesn't look appealing, but it does. It's nice to have a little bit of hair and I guess it's wintertime, so I guess I will grow out my hair a little bit. And I don't know, maybe I want to look the best I possibly can. So maybe I'll pay $20 every 2 weeks. Am I worth it to go to some really cheap haircut place? That's the cheapest you could possibly get, is $20. There's a place for 15 up the street. Like, you can't get below 22 really to get your hair cut. Then you have to pay tip and tax and stuff on that. This looks good. This is what I wanted my hat to look like. I don't know. I guess it's because maybe it's because I was putting them on the right way, and then, oh yeah, maybe that is why. But I'm glad we took that little break, and I saw the possibilities of what could happen. That was one of the heavy ones. I really might have to go back and find the ones, see the ones that are bulging because of the raisins, and then go in here when I have more time, which I probably should have prepared, like I did the whole package ahead of time, and folded up the raisin bag so that it fits into the paper bag better. The thing is, last year, I think I only had one bag of figs, but they fit into here really well. Figs went up so much money. I think that's why the dollar store didn't have the figs anymore, because I noticed these little tiny fig packages that used to be $1 are $4 now. Like, the inflation is, whew. Can you believe the inflation on food? These used to be my favorite cardboard boxes. Let me show you my favorite cardboard boxes. Which I've been talking about a lot. Around last year, at the store they were selling, I guess, for months they had a big sale on this detergent. Now, this cardboard box was very useful, I think, because of the size of it. It's going to be very good for my friend who has lots of books in this house, because it's his house, and he's going to want to move stuff too. So I do like the cardboard boxes are going to be great. But this box, which is a little bit smaller lengthwise, but it's a little taller. It's probably about the same, but it's really thick cardboard. If you want a box like this, even I'm sure in the States, you guys probably have the same vinegar, and I did notice that they're very weird because they've got this slit down here. But the vinegar's the same. It's international vinegar. I don't know why they make the box that way maybe they don't have cardboard that's in big enough sheets or something. It's very strange that they make it that way and they glue the panel together. But it also adds to the sturdiness of the box. And I even like the font on it. Even though this is the font that they use at my grocery store, the font on your box will be different if you do find them at Walmart. But Tetris, did I mention that last time? Is that I always mention that about my boxes. You always want to get the same box because it just makes things fit together so much nicer. You can fill a truck like perfectly, all the boxes aligned, fill up the, I don't think I have enough of these. One, oh yes, I do. Two, we already counted, we needed 6. Are you curious to see what this looks like in full? Oh, I just ripped this paper bag. I think this is the last year. This is the last year for these paper bags. Interesting. I guess there's a special thing. There's a special thing in there that I guess we're late enough into the video that I can spill some things. Who's even watching it here? There's balls of yarn in there, and despite being a man, I like weaving. I like weaving stuff. So I'm gonna take some time and I don't know when I'm going to find the time to do this, but I guess after I eat my meal, not today, but I mean during the Christmas holidays, I will do my three Advent calendar videos for the 3 different channels. Then it'll be time for dinner, and I'll make my dinner, and I'll eat my dinner, and then maybe after that I will still continue watching something that I really like, and because that's my social interaction, and I will maybe make something, weave something. This lighting is making me look really weird. All right. Okay. One of those there. Grab another one of these. I guess I made this take much longer than I had to because, I brought you with me. But hey, you're decorating with me for Christmas. I also discovered that I can pause my recording, so I can do some editing, and I never did that before. I don't know if it's possible that the file could get corrupted, but you can see, I'm going to definitely have to do some shifting of some of the bags, but it's pretty cute, and it's pretty fun, and it's pretty enjoyable. I also want to make sure that I do pull-ups and maybe start doing push-ups, maybe standing up like this, just until I fix my shoulder. I'm told that something like that you can build up to doing push-ups again, because I think that could happen. There's another raisin. I'm going to be very happy on the days that I get raisins, because it's like the only sugary sweet treat that I have in these bags. But it's a giant bag of raisins. It was only $1 something, $1.25 I think at the dollar store. But I'm going to eat them all, and we're going to find out the first time that I do it if we have. Do you know about prunes? So we're gonna find out if something like that happens. Hopefully not. I don't know why I'm not doing this right. I do know why I'm not doing this right is because I'm doing it as right as I possibly can. I'm trying to make it as tidy. When the raisins are in here, it's really hard to get the bag flat. Almost did that. Oh, now I can't. And I'm so OCD, and also because of the detail, I always make sure that I'm folding that detail back that way. So if you're looking at it from the back, there's this extra little designer detail. and it all has to be the same. I think last year I didn't do them all like that, and then I had to change. I had to go around checking and change them all to make sure that they all matched. Pine cones, so cool. That's my Christmas decoration. I also have 3 Christmas decorations in the basement. I also have some kind of lights and stuff that I had before that I had set up for videos. I would put all kinds of lights and what's that stuff called? Branches, like fake branches. So a few years on my toy videos, I would set up this whole Christmas scene with all kinds of boughs and stuff. There's a lot of raisins. There's more raisins now. There's only 6. Struggling to do this right. Don't have to be such a perfectionist. They're just paper bags that are gonna be ripped after this. I can use them as packing materials for the toys that I sell. Wait, I thought there was a hole back here that I could do here. Did I say that there's yarn in some of these? So that I can... Yeah, I did say that. Why does it say I have 3? I only have... Okay, this is great. There's only one more to do, and that just means that I forgot to put the pine cones on some of the bags as I did it. So that's what we're just hanging these. Sometimes I hit my head on them. And other things where we got one right here. Put this here. Is that the last one? I think so. And then we have one more bag. Like hitting my head like this. And I guess I did a pretty good job randomly spreading them out. I watched, or I listened to a minimalist video today while I was cleaning some stuff up from one of the videos I made. And the lady said something like, if it takes you more than 30 seconds to make your bed, you're doing it wrong. And it takes me a good 20 minutes to make my bed. But I would definitely argue with that as in meditation and slow living and taking pride and being grateful and just enjoying the mundane chores of today. Like, that's my argument, that I'm glad that it takes so long. It takes me longer to do anything than anybody else. I've noticed that, like, even when I was in school and I had to take a test, I was the last person always to finish, and probably didn't even finish most of the time. And I don't know why this was not recognized or classified, and I'm not blaming anyone, again, I don't do that. But maybe somebody should have, maybe. So here we are, walking in some kind of crazy step back in time advent calendar, even though I don't even know if they would have done anything like this. It's ridiculous. It makes me so happy. I'm so pleased with this. We're already having a wonderful Christmas time. Let's get rid of these boxes, and hopefully the next time, tomorrow, when you see this, that it'll be all cleaned up. I also know that, I guess I'll save that for a video. I did mention I was going to get rid of that clock, and I might as well get rid of those 2 jugs, which I like, but Wait, am I changing my mind right now as we speak? I don't think I am. I have to get rid of everything, so what am I even questioning that? All right, so thank you so much for joining me today. I want to end on I don't want to end on a plastic crazy toy. I want to end on an old-timey, oh, that's my drying rack that I got at the thrift store, but it's an antique and makes me happy. All right, thank you for joining me. We're gonna clean up. I love my mafia outfit. I can at least wear this outfit for you, even if I can't wear it in public. Except now I can, that I have the. Where did? Oh, it's right here. It's hidden behind you. Now that I have the matching jacket, I noticed that it doesn't look good with. It doesn't look good with just the tank top. Well, I guess it's okay. Sometimes the collar neck thing I don't like. But when I don't like the collar neck thing, I just pop the collar. And you can't really see, but we'll talk more about this matching outfit in upcoming videos. Like, hey, you can't see my muscles. I don't know. I'm going to have to make a better thumbnail. But like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again real soon, like tomorrow. Bye.